Hey everyone, Brian here from Native Instruments. In this tutorial, we'll show you how to find your instruments and effects from Komplete Start in FL Studio, and how to use the plugin Komplete Kontrol, which easily organizes all of your instruments, effects, and samples from Komplete Start. With a blank FL Studio project open, I'll click on the plugins icon in my browser on the left. Since I just installed Komplete Start, I will need FL Studio to scan my plugins folder. I go to Options at the top and select Manage Plugins. I click Find More Plugins and wait until FL Studio finishes the scan. I'll close out of this window and click on Plugin Database, Installed, Generators, and VST. As I mentioned previously, most of the instruments are run inside of Reaktor or Kontakt, so don't worry if you don't see everything you installed in this list. I want to load Analog Dreams from the Play Series selection, which is a Kontakt-based instrument, so I'll drag Kontakt onto track 1 in the arranger. Kontakt's window should automatically open up, but if it doesn't, you can double-click where it says Kontakt in the arranger to bring up Kontakt's window. You'll see in Kontakt's browser on the left the 3 Kontakt libraries I installed with Komplete Start: Kinetic Treats, Kontakt Factory Selection, and the Play Series selection. I'll select Instruments below Play Series Selection and double-click the .nki file for Analog Dreams, which loads up the instrument. When I play the keys on my MIDI keyboard, we can now hear the instrument. If I want to change the preset, I can click this triangle, hover my mouse over a different sound category, and click on a preset on the right. Now let's load up a Reaktor instrument. I can close out of Kontakt by clicking the X at the top right of Kontakt. I'll go back to the plugins database on the left and drag Reaktor onto track 2. I just want to play an instrument rather than build my own, so I'll select Play. All of your installed Reaktor instruments will be under the Player tab on the left. I want to load Laser Bass, which is from the Factory selection, so I'll click on Reaktor Factory Selection and double-click the laserbass.ens, which loads up Laser Bass. Clicking the area at the top brings up my presets list, and I can select a different preset. I want to add an effect to Laser Bass, and I want to use Guitar Rig 6 for that. Back in the Plugins area, select Effects, VST, and drag Guitar Rig 6 onto track 2. Double-clicking on one of the presets in Guitar Rig 6's browser loads up an effects rack, and now we can hear Laser Bass with an effect from Guitar Rig when I play my MIDI keyboard. Now that you've discovered how to find and use the instruments we just installed, let's take a look at another program we installed earlier, Komplete Kontrol. Komplete Kontrol is an easy-to-use tool that organizes all of your instruments, effects, presets, loops, and samples. Using Komplete Kontrol with a Native Instruments keyboard also smartly maps everything to your hardware so you can find, play, and tweak all of your sounds in one place. Whenever I want to use a new instrument, I always load up Komplete Kontrol first. I'll go back to the plugins list on the left and drag Komplete Kontrol to the area on the right. If this is your first time opening Komplete Kontrol, click the Scan Library button and Komplete Kontrol will build its instrument database. The bottom left area of Komplete Kontrol is your presets list. Every preset in this list has an audio preview, which lets you hear the sound without actually having to load the instrument. Just click on the preset name once and you'll hear the audio preview. To load a preset, just double-click on the preset name. Komplete Kontrol also has an advanced filtering system, so rather than going through the entire presets list, I can simply search for a type of sound that I'm looking for. It will refine my presets list to only show me presets that match those characteristics. I can filter for bass presets that are synth, and now my presets list in the browser is showing me presets that match those tags. The first preset I load could be from Reaktor, and the next preset down could be something from Kontakt. This lets you find a particular sound quickly. This filtering also works on individual instruments. If I click where it says All Instruments, I can see all of my installed instruments. Let's click on Reaktor. Now Complete Kontrol is looking for synth bass presets just inside of Reaktor. I can change my filtering to synth lead, and now my presets list is only showing me synth lead sounds in Reaktor. Included in Complete Start is the expansion selection, which is a collection of almost 1,500 loops and samples. In Complete Kontrol, you can easily access them by using the loops icon or the one-shots icon. I'll click on the loops icon, click on all loops, and select expansion selection. I can now filter for drum loops. When I click on the loop name, you hear the audio preview of the loop, which actually plays in sync with your project's BPM. From here, I can just drag this loop directly into FL Studio. Another option is to double-click on the loop name and load it into Complete Kontrol's audio engine. The same goes for one-shots. If I click on the one-shot icon in Complete Kontrol, I can filter for sounds like kick or snare. I can drag these one-shots directly into FL Studio, or you could build your own drum kit using FPC and FL Studio. Now what are you waiting for? Start making some music with Complete Start.